What is good, NBA 2K League fans? I am Igymo, former NBA 2K League pro, and thanks to AT&T helping keep me connected with you guys, I'm going to be bringing you guys an in-depth tutorial on how to rotate on defense. I'm going to be teaching you guys 4 different rotations that you can use to mix up against your opponents to completely mess with their head and get a defensive advantage in your game. Now, I cannot stress this enough. You guys do not want to do this every single play because there are gaps in the rotation that if you do it every single play, the opposing point guard, he'll know when to pass to certain people to get them open. This is stuff that you guys are going to want to throw in every now and then just to catch the other team off guard. Now, without further ado, it's enough talking going on. Let's get straight into it. Let me teach y'all how to get better, man. Now, I thought to myself, what better way to prove to you guys that this works other than to show you guys me doing it in the NBA 2K League against the best 5v5 team that possibly the NBA 2K League has ever seen. And the first rotation I'm going to be showing you guys is a triangle. Now, it is very simple. And I'm going to explain it very slowly so you guys completely understand what is happening. Now, obviously a triangle, we all know what the shape of a triangle is. And right here, you see me on the back end. You see 2-tack guarding ball. And you see my center, my big man, Polo, guarding the left corner. So at this moment that I paused, I had called the triangle. I said to go. Now, what's going to happen is 2-tack is going to stay on ball. He's going to stay guarding his man. I am going to show left wing and then get to the left corner. Follow my mouse right here. I am going to come up and show left wing, and I'm going to help if CB13 has a shot. And then I'm going to run over to Kenny in the left corner. And Polo is going to drop in the paint on the slip or on the cut or anything. He's just going to go to the paint and get there in time because obviously he's the big man. We want them there for rebounds. We want him there for blocks. We want him there instead of me. So I'm going to show you guys in 0.5 speed what this looks like. As you see, if Kina did go to the left, I would have had it. Polo dropped and I went to the corner. Now, usually you want to call this on slips, but they didn't slip this play. They called the cut, but you see how it still worked. Polo is now in the paint, which is good. I'm guarding the corner and 2-tack is still guarding his man up top. Now, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when they called a slip. So here we have it when they call a slip, okay? You're going to have me on the right wing. I'm going to rotate to the right corner. Polo's going to get to the paint and 2-tack is going to stay on ball. Now, you're going to see Mama is going to have a shot right wing, but I am there to stop it. And since I'm there to stop it, I'm a little late on the rotation to Kenny, but it's okay because they had to work for their bucket. Let me show you guys what it looks like in 0.5 speed. They call the slip, Polo drops, I get to the corner. I did jump, which if he shot it, he would have got it. As you guys can see, Mama has a shot right wing, but he doesn't take it. Now, I'm there for the initial shot, which is good. Most corners, they don't pump fake. But Kenny did pump fake, him being a great player. But he still had to work for his bucket. It's a tough shot. We made it a tough shot. Polo didn't get the board. But usually the center is going to be down there to get the board for the rotation. The next rotation I'm going to be showing you guys is pretty simple. It's a reverse triangle. So Polo is still going to be going to the paint, but instead whoever is guarding ball is actually going to rotate to the corner. And then me, the power forward, I'm going to step up and guard ball. So right here, 2-tack is going to go to the corner. I'm going to stay up top and Polo's going to go to the paint. Here's another thing about rotating. I like to rotate into a zone. So if nobody moves, then obviously the rotations are as I'm explaining it. But if people move, you want to shift into a zone. So the person who's supposed to rotate to the corner, obviously, is the person in the zone in the corner. They slide up if there's nobody in the corner, and so on and so forth. You guys know how to play zone. And that's what we did right here because we zoned it off the cut. But watch as we all slide into our positions. At this very moment is when I called the reverse triangle. So watch me get up on ball. 2-tack is going to slide to the corner. He would have been there if Kenny stayed. But it's okay because now 2-tack's guarding the corner. I'm guarding the top. Now as Kenny gets to the corner, 2-tack slides back to the corner and I'm guarding ball and my center is in the paint to get the rebound. Actually, I crashed and got it, but still, he was in the paint. He had it over Native, their other center. It's very simple, but very effective. Like I said, you don't want to call it every play, but it's a great way to switch things up because it's a reverse triangle and a regular triangle, so it's harder to see it coming than if you just call a triangle all game or reverse triangle. Me personally, though, my favorite is a reverse triangle. I like to come up, guard ball, you know, get my hands dirty. That's the type of player I am. Now, this next rotation that I'm going to be showing you guys, it's a little bit harder to do, but I promise you it's not that hard. We got Kina with the ball on the right wing. Range is guarding him. I'm on the back end, of course. 2-tack is guarding the left hash, and my center is on the left corner. Now, keep in mind, you always want to rotate to have your center in the paint because they're the biggest man of the court. You want to get them in the paint if you can. So this is what we call stack side because the guard is dribbling on the opposite side of the court. And so in a stack, what's going to happen is I'm going to show middle and then rotate to the wing. 2-tack is going to rotate to the corner, but he's going to show for me on the wing. He's going to play 2 in between to give me enough time to get there. And then Polo is going to drop to the paint and make sure he gets there before Native. That's the most important part. Polo needs to get there before Native does to get his positioning. Just in case they pass to him, Polo will be on there to stop the dunk. Or if they get a shot up, Polo will be there to get the rebound. So let me show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to rotate to the middle. Kina had the shot, but I guarded it. Now I'm going to slide over and watch how Two-Tag is in the middle. He's not all the way on the baseline hugging Kenny. He's showing for me just in case I got stuck in an animation or something. Two-Tag now can he can make a play. He can try to get Mama to bait him and pass to Kenny and rotate to Kenny. But watch as we're playing in between. I'm now there to guard Mama. Two-Tag's on his side. He actually reached too, which is smart because a lot of times guards will try to pass to the corner. They'll try to guess dot you. And you can get steals off of that, so that's very good on Two-Tag. And now we're all in position. Polo's in the paint. I'm guarding the hash. Range is still on his man, and Two-Tag is in the corner. Now, what we like to do is, since the biggest man on the court is often the slowest, we like to lift in this position. So we like everybody to pinch and play high while Polo guards the paint. We're in a zone, so everybody play high and help, help guard everybody else. Now, I don't have a clip against Warriors Gaming of me calling a reverse stack. Yes, there is also a reverse stack as well. So we're gonna show footage of my first NBA 2K League game versus Lakers Gaming. Now, like reverse triangle, all that changes is that the person guarding the ball handler is the one who rotates, and I am the one who comes up to guard ball. So you want to do this when your lockdown is more in the middle of the court so they can rotate easier. So as you guys can see, I can step to the left side of the screen and Range is already on the right side of the screen. So there's no reason to call a regular stack and have him fight to the left and me fight to the middle. That doesn't make sense. You want to make it easy on yourself. So right here, my center had actually called the rotation. He said reverse stack, and you're going to see what it looks like. I'm going to come up and guard ball. I actually kind of got cooked right there. He definitely could have shot that, but it's fine. You see how he tried to dot it? He tried to dot the slip because he saw me playing high. He didn't realize that my center was dropping, and the only reason I was playing high is because I knew my center was dropping and I called the rotation. But look at how well it worked. Now there's 4 seconds left in the shot clock. The center's in a bad spot in the paint, and they're not going to score this play. Look at what he just had to go up with. Thank you so much to AT&T for allowing me to connect with you guys and help you guys get better on defense. I know you guys are going to make me proud out there on the 5v5 court. Make sure to try these rotations out with your team and send me any clips of you guys doing it and it working. I want to see how you guys rotate. Maybe I could help give you guys some tips or something. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Locked In, powered by AT&T. And thanks to AT&T, there will be another episode, so make sure to stay on the lookout for that. And I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.